Right then, very little exposition introducing us to the Dwarf Woodlands. As you can see, well, you can't really see because you're not holding the pad, but the camera's all fucking awful. Let us change that. So I need it on that, and I need it on that. Because for some reason, that is normal, that is inverted. Like, it's just one of those things, your brain either does it or your brain doesn't do it, you know? People can't really explain why they have those kind of preferences, but a lot of us do. And I think it does come from earlier generations of gaming, because there were games that were always inverted. Just look at this. This is taking things from the other games and making them mandatory in this, like always having left and right inverted, which is one of those strange things. So at the beginning here, you want to follow the dwarfs, and I think this is the first time we've had the dwarfs in these games, but instead I'm going to go this way because I believe there's a chest. Don't really have too many moves at the moment. One of the things that really bugs me about this game is just how much recovery it has on moves. Like, you can't cancel anything, and it makes it incredibly frustrating at times, because the enemies get free hits on you when you know you could evade if the game had let you, but it won't, because you committed to a move, like them. I knew that enemy was about to attack, I tried to get away and evade, but got nothing. And there's a few reasons for it. It's, you know, it's kind of the way the game works, mainly. But like after that, massive recovery after air raid, or strike raid, sorry. Which is why I tend to not really use that move too much. But that gets us an effort. I'm not going to stay around here too long. I don't usually mess around with those guys because I think they're called floods, these creatures. I think they're just a bit of a nuisance more than anything. But if you don't know what they are the unversed. They're the creatures that they were introduced on this game. Apparently they're created, I believe, by... Ooh. Oh wow, I still got hit. I took real big damage. He's going to turn around, this guy, and swing at me. Oh, maybe not. Oh, there it was. Need to be careful here though, because this dude does a lot of damage. And we're only level 1, which is not so bad when you know what you're doing. What is he doing? Like, the thing is, because he recovers much faster than I do, I have to be careful attacking him there. There was plenty of opportunities to hit him, but if I commit to an attack, he'll punch through it. And that's another one of those things that Kingdom Hearts does a lot, that I just don't like. And I'm hoping 3 changes it. So the dwarfs I actually think were diamond thieves. Thieves, sorry. My girlfriend has introduced me to the concept of me pronouncing that word wrong. Because I don't even know why I do it, I just do. I like to say TH instead of V. And she finds it hilarious, and I don't. But let's have a look at what this guy's got. We have no money. The first thing I like to do on these games is I sell all this shit, because I never use it. And you might be thinking, wow, why would you not use that stuff? Well, I just don't. It's not my kind of thing. Gets me a little bit of money, and usually I can buy something quite useful. And the thing I'm going to buy here is an ability called Sleep. Doesn't sound like much, but it is. Fantastic for crowd control, fantastic for getting... Oh, here we go. It's telling me how to do things. Ah! I don't want to know, let me play. Just let me play. Thank you. Right, so we've got Sliding Dash, which is really useful, especially for getting stuff you're not meant to get. And then we'll have Sleep. I'm not going to put too much of an emphasis on the command deck information until I change things. But now we have to hunt these guys down, and it's a little bit tricky because the boxes that they're in you have to break, and they take a bit of a beating, and they damage you too. And because we're only level 1, we don't have a lot of health to take the hits. But here we go. It must be an amazing place to live, polygonal land. To have the ability to have your hair perfectly spiked, immaculately so. Like, there's not enough gel on the planet to achieve what we... There we go, it just hit me then. And the lock-on this game is fucking lacking, to say the least. So I'm going to try and hit him with this. Does that work? It would have, but we didn't do enough damage, so instead we're gonna... And the casual lock-on just fucked me. And the shitty lock-on just fucked me again. Because like, it just attacks what he fucking wants, instead of what you want him to attack, and it's incredibly annoying. So... Oh, thanks a bunch, asshole. Does that work? Strike rate seems to be okay, but I'm getting bummed. But there's the first one. Not a promising start. We've already took a shit ton of damage. So I'll introduce you to the concept of D-Link healing. Also, you can pause buffer this and it makes it go a little bit faster. Sometimes. There you go. Why does it lag so much? I'll never understand stuff like that. Because the funny thing is, when I played this on emulator, I never remember those dynamic links doing that. Ever. So that's... I don't know. Maybe it's just unfortunate, but... I'm not exactly much of an expert on Birth by Sleep. Can we just finish it? Oh, we could, but there's nothing in that. There, he's there. I'm gonna get hit here, watch. Oh, I got art. That's very lucky. That does not normally happen. Oh, fuck. Ah! Come back, you asshole! There we go. This is more of an introduction to the game than anything, really. You can see the box moving over there. This could help. No, can I... Come on, Ventus, that one. It's sleepy. It must be sleepy. It's still not broken! What is going on? Yeah, it's sleepy. Or dozy. I don't even know. It's been so long since I watched that film. Oh, wrong one. So there's two remaining. One of them will be in a box. The other one's going to be the minecart one. Oh, the recovery. And you see that move just then that I did? Where you build... I don't even know what you call it. When the bar at the top of your commands fills and you go into these specialised styles. When you go into that animation, you're invulnerable during it, but there's recovery on it. And the amount of times that when you come out of it, you can't avoid an attack because it sets you up perfectly is really bullshitty. And it makes me sad. Because it turns things that shouldn't be that difficult into... Wow, I got an input drop in. Oh yes! Lock on to that one over there. Thank you very much, game. Best lock on ever. But we have to be understanding. The game was on a PSP, and the PSP is a limited system. It's a fun system, but it is limited. I just wish the fucking... He dropped the lock on a bit sooner, and he never does. Like, do you press both of them at the same time to drop it? No, you don't. Pressing both of them at the same time. Or maybe you do, but it's a little bit unwieldy. Oh no! Come back, you ass face! But once again, not the most interesting thing to have you doing at the beginning. They just want you to be understanding of the controls and how the game works, which... The first thing you're going to notice about this game is that its lock-on is a piece of shit, and it's really frustrating, and there's not much you can do. Second thing you're going to notice is that a lot of the attacks have mad recovery, leave you vulnerable, and the enemies generally don't abide that same law, especially the bosses. Like, look at that. I'm facing that way. I want that. I get that. It's just... It's a very interesting priority system. But with a lot of things, you can learn to live without it. Like, the mistake I'm making is I should use lock-on later on, when I know I can guarantee it's going to land. But that's a move that I'm not putting on because it gets you killed. You can suck a fucking dick, that move. Because just like Kingdom Hearts 2, you can get knocked into the air by an attack, use that special recovery move, and immediately get hit in the air again. And it's just a cycle of you taking damage. Interesting. Where is this last guy? Oh, I don't think he's up here. And this annoys me. Like, what's that about? You would think you'd have to press circle there, but circle drops you off the ledge. So you have these really interesting moments where it takes about 10 hours for him to climb a fucking lip. Where is this last guy? Is it that? Oh, it's that. Need to be careful. Stop. Oh, come on, Ventus. Do your thing, bro. I wonder if we can put him to sleep. Like, I wish he had the slide attack. He just doesn't seem to want to do it. There we go. And that's it. That's finding all the dwarfs. There's a castle beyond the chorus. I mean, the forest. I feel like I missed a reference there to something that I might have picked up on had I known anything about these dwarfs. So, what we're going to do... I want to put Mini on because Mini's really strong. But we're using Sleep, so what we'll do is... I don't like Quick Blitz too much. So we'll dump it out for Mini. Mini then Aero could be useful. Sleep Mini Aero could be useful too. So the best way to use the command decks, I find, is to set them up in such a way that you've got a string of attacks that complement each other. And I know that sounds really obvious, but I mean in like a chain. Because that way you can just go through the list and perform set attacks. And I like to immobilize the enemies, I like to pull them close, and then I like to punish them with magic if I can. Ooh, these look like an interesting enemy. Let's see if we can mini them. So that's Mini. Incredibly useful. I don't think you can step on them. You can step on them! Shit! Awesome, I did not know that. So this is a really powerful spell for getting rid of stuff. There you go. Super useful. Something else. Ah, these things are very dangerous. But use our abilities to our advantage. Standard Aura has no range at all. Or Aero, sorry, not Aura. Terrible. Those finishes right there that I just did, fantastic for iframes. While you're in those attacks, you will not take any damage. As you come out of them, you'll probably take massive damage. Because this game is all about fucking you when you come out of stuff like this. Are these the ones that you have to hit and you get a bonus? I think they are. Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude. So I really like this enemy, I just don't understand what it is. I like getting presents though, so give me all the presents! And he's gone. That's a shame. But I'm just double checking in here that there's no chests I've missed. I don't think there is. It doesn't really matter if there is, and I can use it as an opportunity to beat some guys up. There's the Flood avoiding the sleep because he's a little asshole. Oh, I can't hit him because of clipping. You clever buggers. My favourite thing about Aero, or the Aero spells in general, is they enable you to follow things into the air and get a good launch. Do some air combos. Ventus is probably going to be really good at air combos once you upgrade some of his abilities. Which... I knew that'd happen. That creature there, I don't know its name. It has two different timings on its attacks. One of them will be quite quick, the other one is super slow. It's mad intentional as well. I just got the slow one and I paid a big price, as you saw. I took a big hit. They can kill you them as well. On a level 1 run, they can be very dangerous. Can we launch everybody? Cover the distance to him immediately, and then put him to sleep. So he's not doing us any damage. And just turn the camera to watch his friends, and then mini him. Ooh, I was lucky then. Panacea, another thing to sell. That is so fucking good. So I really like Ventus's voice actor on this game. I think Terra's occasionally misses the mark. He comes off a little bit drab at times, and I think Aqua's the same. Sometimes she sounds great, other times she literally sounds like she's reading lines and she couldn't give a single fuck. And I think it's really sad because she's got such a pretty voice. What you want to get into the habit of doing is always swapping out stuff that you've leveled for stuff that isn't leveled. If you don't have anything, buy something. The meat of this game is the command decks, and you always want to have abilities. You always want to be leveling those abilities, and you always want to be melding them into better abilities. And I know I said abilities like a million times, but it's true, it's useful. So it's worth doing. Anything useful is worth doing. I'm going to try my best not to heal on this playthrough. I don't generally have Cure or Curag or anything like that. What am I doing? We've got no access to double fire, so we'll go double blizzard. That'll enable us to level to Blizzara, or Blizzara, and then we can go from there. But I should really save, but I'll be fine.